So we were working there. Yeah, so we are writing about it now, which is also very interesting. To reflect on performance is in writing is interesting.
Well, I mean, I think it's really important too for any sort of like social change, art and
Absolutely.
theater and improv.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Especially for folks who read and think about these things, and especially improv. Some of us have been really talking about how it's a good mirror to oneself. Also, you make some choices, and suddenly you're like, "Oh, where did that come from?" Or then you unpack it later, or as a team, where did that come from? So that's all of that has been very tool giving. It's been giving us
Yeah.
so many things.
Yeah, when I started back when I first started out, I was involved with some groups that said, let's, use improv to do more than just like comedy, but let's see if we can actually make a point about something or say, here's how we
Yes.
feel about a topic and use that 30 to
Yeah.
45 minutes to explore that.
Yeah, and did you was it very different markedly from doing improv for comedy and say entertainment, quote unquote?
I think it started off where you were playing games and you were just having fun. And it was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like a chance for you to play, really. And it's so important for
yes,
adults to play. Um,
yeah,
and then I think iterations of that were, well, let's see if we can do one suggestion for an extended period of time and not continue to get suggestions. Then an iteration of that was, why don't we make it like we'll make some sort of commentary on society? So we'll use this piece to deal with all sorts of issues, and then we'll attack it from different points of view. And as a group, at the
yeah,
end, we'll say, based on what you've seen there, the audience should take away, here's kind of our view on whatever that issue is. And so I think
wow,
there are still groups there that do that. Some do it better than others, but I
yeah,
definitely
yeah,
think you might be seeing more of that as this continues for
yes,
sure.
yes, and I think it's timely to be able to do that too. To think of improv as a conversation initiator into these spaces.
Yeah, I think Neva Boyd and Viola Spolin back in the early 20th century was using improv not as like performance, but as a tool to help societies and help people change. And then
Yeah,
now we're seeing, there are some other situations and issues that are coming up that even as improvisers we can take a look at and go, okay, how do we get better and what can we use here to get back to being about helping this in a positive way and having
yeah,
change in people and changing ourselves too. And sometimes
yeah.
that's really hard to do. It's like, oh, I'm going to
Yeah,
change
it's
myself.
really, yeah. Yeah, there is this really interesting group in Delhi, in India, called Kaivalya, which works on applied improv games for
Yeah.
mental health. And it's been really interesting to attend their work also because they're unabashedly, yeah, we love improv, but it's a little more than performance for us, at least for foregrounding their work, which is eye-opening and glad to know we live in a world where that conversation is happening.
Yeah. And like if that leads, I think those conversations and art especially should lead to conversations, and that can lead to some change if you have people committed to it. And so right now, yeah, with everything that's going on in the world, specifically now, I think
Yeah,
it's really important that we keep an eye on that as well.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Um, and then, we were talking a little bit earlier, like the fact that you and I get to perform and we're across the globe from each other, like
Yeah,
one of the silver linings of what's happening.
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I'm this happening plus just learning about so many improvisational possibilities. What are the companies? Who are the players? Even all of the formats, the
Yeah.
tools, workshops, all of it. Like you took a training for us a couple of weeks ago, and that was so eye-opening, and it was very much placed in what's happening right now. Without a lockdown, probably that would have never happened.
Yeah. And I'm like, the playing field, everything's level right now. So like, if you want to work with whoever you want to bring somebody in or go to somewhere, you just have to turn on your
Yeah.
computer. And like the amount of global reach now is,
Yeah.
is tremendous.
Yeah, yeah. I was telling Arjun, whom you also played with, who's also the
Yeah.
co-artistic director, that it's a little bit like shooting your shot. you can go and, write on their website or share on Messenger, hey, hello, I'm an improviser from such and such place, and this is what we're looking at. If you would be interested in, sort of taking a training for us. And what's to lose, really? They'll be
No,
like, busy, we can't. Okay, thank you. If there a slot opens up, please let us know.
yeah.
Max.
And that's it. It's like, what's to lose, right? Reach out. And I think you find more success than you do people who don't want to or can't. It seems like it's more an issue of can't do it, like because of
Yeah,
scheduling.
absolutely. That has been 100% the experience, at least for ICB.
Well, it's 9 a.m. here, but it's like 9:30 where you are, right? PM.
It's 9:35 right now, yes.
Yeah. All right. Pick a number between 1 and 32.
I'll go for my favorite number. I don't have a favorite number, but this is what I used to tell people when I was really young. They'd be like, what's your favorite number? I'm like, oh, I don't know. 12?
Oh, perfect. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. My when I was a kid playing baseball, my number was 12. That was my favorite number too.
Oh, that's my jersey number too from Ultimate Frisbee.
Come on.
It is really.
Yes.
It is really. Except one time when it was 13. Oh, no, not 13. I think it was 21 because they didn't have that number.
That's great. Group mind. Our suggestion comes from Malcolm, and it is Malcolm gives us a suggestion of collector of dreams.
How poetic. Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Peter?
Yeah, come on in.
I'm sorry to knock at your door the second time this week.
Yeah.
But I have this opportunity at the Ministry of Dream Collection to become an officer of Dream Collector rather than an intern. And I'm just short by a couple of dreams. And I know I met you already this week, but I was wondering if you could give me one more of your dreams and then possibly, if it's not too much to ask for.
Wow. What a big opportunity for you.
It is.
Do you want to close the door? You want to keep it open? You keep looking behind. I don't know if you're nervous. You can close it or open it. It's your choice.
I'm just worried because it's one of those gray rules about asking the same person for 2 dreams in the time of 1 month. Yeah, but you were so giving last time. I knew I could ask you, so I came in. I think I just closed the door.
Okay. Wow. First off, thank you. I know when I told you my dream before was to, have a family. Most people would have laughed at that. You didn't. So thank you very much. But I do have another dream. And it's funny that you came in at this exact time to ask me if I had another dream to give, because I do have another dream. I was thinking about it right when you came in.
Yeah. And you're okay with sharing that? And I'll be logging it like last time.
Yeah.
May I repeat the formality of collecting your dream?
For sure. And if you want to, record this, I consent to being recorded.
All right, thank you. I just would like for you to look at my device and blink thrice so that I have your consent in recording your dream.
Okay, wait. Let me just wipe my eyes because I want to make sure this is clear. I feel like I'm blinking already. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Thrice.
Okay, I'm doing at least twice. I don't know. Do I have to do exactly twice? Because I'll do exactly twice.
Oh, it has to be exactly thrice.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
You're doing really well. Thank you. And can I also know your second name, because I can't log it under Peter, because that was the last dream I logged it under. So what could I log it under this time? What would you like for me to call you?
Oh my goodness. You're not going to believe this. My second dream is that I'd be able to say what my name was. and that people would call me by that, because people call me by my nickname, which I'm okay with, but I want people to know my name. Oh my goodness. So this is serving two purposes right now. This is
This
my
is too
second dream.
serendipitous.
This is serendipitous. My real name is Jackson August Bruni. That's my real name, Jackson August Bruni.
Jackson
August
Bruni.
Bruni.
That's double O or one U?
Yeah, double O. BROONIEX. The X is
IEX.
yeah.
It's always
BROO.
wonderful.
Yeah.
It's always wonderful to have an X at the end.
Wow.
So yeah, I have this limited opportunity I will have once I'm promoted to being a dream collector, to allow for one dream to come true for a chosen friend. And I was hoping, now that you've been so kind in giving me two dreams in the same week, if you would like for one of your dreams to come true. And I'm sorry, but it can only be either calling you by your real name or last week's dream.
Wow. What? That's wow. Could I ask you a question while I think about that?
Sure, please.
What's your dream?
It's closed. The door's closed.
Yeah.
I dream to reach the pinnacle of the Ministry of Dream Collecting, which is really this beautiful glass doored structure. And there, all the dreams that you've collected through your career sort of moves around in different colors. So we categorize the dreams by colors. For example, you're calling you by your real name would be green. And my dream is to have the rainbow around me, to have collected enough dreams and for people to trust me like you did tonight, so that I can see the whole rainbow around me. Wow, nobody has ever asked me that. I'm usually the one asking for dreams.
What I realized just now is my dreams revolved around me. I didn't dream. I could have dreamed anything, and I had two very selfish dreams, something I would benefit from. You have a dream that would impact so many people.
Oh, thank you so much. But here's what it is, right? Most people dream centered on themselves, and that's all right. That's why we are here. We are there to do the labor of collecting the dreams, making strands out of them, weaving something beautiful out of it, seeing the rainbows for us. So,
I mean, I think this is a bigger day than I even thought. I think I'm ready to give you my answer of which dream I would want to come true.
all right, let me just.
Right.
And it will take me a while before it comes true, because the paperwork will have to come through for being a dream collector. Yes. Please.
Oh man, if I known that, I might have wished for speedier paperwork.
Oh man.
Well, boy, I would. You know what I should have dreamt for? Unlimited dreams. That's what I should have dreamt for. I should have thought, I want unlimited dreams. Like that's the first thing you do, right? It's like, what do you want? You got 3 wishes. Dream for unlimited wishes. That's what I should have done.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I shouldn't think about. Oh, see, there I go again. I'm shoulding. I should do that. I did what I did.
You can do whatever you want. You can dream of anything.
Okay, so my dream, whatever I say right now, is going to be official, correct?
Yes, it's going down in the device.
No matter what I say, like I've noticed you're not a dream judger, you're just a dream collector.
I'm only collector. The judging, which is not really judging, it's more categorizing, happens back in the office.
The dream I want to come true, if any of my dreams are picked, is I dream that your dream comes true?
I
Yep.
I'm so moved and wow, that is so beautiful. I hope so too. I'm really thankful for that. I'm going to keep this back. Um, so when it does come true, because it will, you have my word. When I sit in my glassed cabin looking out at the rainbow, I will definitely think of you and think about how your wish for me came true along with my work to be there. Might take some eons, but that's okay.
Well, I'll make you a promise too. Anytime I look out and I see a rainbow, I'll think of this conversation and I'll think of you.
Yes. And I just want to tell you that it's okay to think about dreams that revolve around you. That's normal. That's human.
I mean, most people do that, right? Most people dream for
Mostly,
themselves.
most of them. Except there was this one particular case. His name was, I think their name was Damascus, I think. And they would never dream about themselves. And in fact, they said one of their dreams was, I'm not supposed to be doing this, but this is okay. This is off hours. The duty is over. I put the collector inside.
I won't say anything.
You can't. And I know I can trust you, so I'll tell you. Their dream was that all the mirrors in his apartment and anywhere he goes should just either not exist in his path, or if he sees them, he should not be seeing his reflection, or that shouldn't be the most important thing he looks at. And that has been really a unique dream. Not many people have thought of those dreams.
Wow. That's amazing. What a day. What a day. You came in today, right when I was having those thoughts, and you asked me about them. And now you just told me about something that I didn't know before. What a successful day.
Yes. It's been an honor to be able to collect 2 dreams of yours in a week, 3 rather now, because you also dreamt a dream for us. And I hope you're always called by your name.
Oh, well, I just want to say, Shweta, thank you for coming in. It's
No
good to see you.
problem. It's just been beautiful to have been here. And I will send you a note and you will know it's me when I'm sitting looking at the rainbows.
Scene. That was
Thank
amazing.
Whew, okay, that didn't go so badly.
What is that? Was
So
that your
dream? Do you dream regularly?
You know, what's interesting is I used to dream regularly all the time. And in the past year, I can count a handful of times I've remembered my dreams. I'm not remembering dreams now. Do you dream?
Yeah, I'm sort of in the same position. It's interesting. It's a little like how you remember the bad thoughts and not the good thoughts. I remember the nightmares, often the ones which you like wake up with, but the dreams in themselves are I hardly do. I mean, I had this whole wish that I could have a dream journal, but I just didn't have enough dreams to have a dream journal.
Yeah, I would. Do you find that more often? Like, do your friends dream a lot, or do you find they're in the same situation where they're not dreaming a ton?
A lot of them in the circles that I'm in, a lot of my old friends from college, especially during psychology when this was a thing we spoke about, a lot of them dream a lot more than I did. And I would just be like, you need to dream more, but that's not how dreams work. I can't just will them into like existence. Tonight I'm going to go sleep and I'm going to have 3 dreams. No, it doesn't.
All right, come on, me, dream tonight.
Yeah, just dream. Yeah.
It's like when you wake up from a good dream and then you're like, I'm going to sleep and I'm going to resume that dream. It never happens.
It never happens. One dream that I remember is like being able to run in like this green field. And it was really nice. It's just like really lush green and just running across. That's one dream I remember very vividly because of the colors. And
I've had some dreams. My dad passed away in 1998, and there have been times where I've dreamed of like somebody turns around in my dream, it's my dad, and then I'll just start I'll start crying and I'll wake up and I'll be crying and I'll remember those. And they're like, yeah, they're so vivid, those dreams. I no longer have dreams of like, surrealist, you're riding a bicycle in the air or
And
like,
suddenly it turns into tomatoes and tomatoes
right,
turn to
right.
snakes. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
I don't,
actually it's interesting you said that because my father passed away in 2012, I think. And some of the nightmares that I was talking about had him. But it's interesting because I'm not a visual dreamer. I'm more it's kinesthetic in nature more than visual. So I feel like I know him, but I do really recognize the exhaustion that comes after crying or like sobbing after bad
yes.
dream. I just wake up tired and I'm like, why am I tired? Didn't I just sleep? That like definition of rest. But yeah, that makes sense.
No, you're tired because you're exhausted emotionally.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I got this app I have a sleep timer on my phone and it'll track the deep sleep. And you wake up sometimes like, oh, why am I was in bed for 8 hours, but I just feel exhausted. Then I look at the rhythms and it's like, oh, I got no deep sleep. I was just very superficial sleep the whole night.
And those are the REM cycles, I think. There are some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you improvise, do you find you're more kinesthetic? You're more like movement based and reactionary on stage?
I do enjoy. I'm either really wordy or I'm like I move around a lot, which is also a natural response for me to anxiety or just feeling anything in a large quantity. If I'm like happy in a large quantity or sad in a large quantity, but any emotion, I like to shift my space.
Oh yeah, I could tell you're a very physical mover and performer and emotional, which is, I love that.
Thank you. You're so fun.
I think when you first start improvising, I think your instinct is, I hope this goes well. I think we have that in general when we first start. It's like, oh man, I hope this goes well, or oh boy, like there's more nerves as to what's going to happen. And then the more you do it, the more you just start assuming this is going to go great. Like you just change your assumption of it. And if you can use those skills that you have already, and I mean like improvisers, if they can use that physicality and emotion more, that will get you out of your head. And at a certain point, you just go, oh, none of this matters. This is just play. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a ton of fun. And then it goes over very quickly. And for me, it's helped me with like just situations in life where I would go into it fearing what's going to happen. And then it's like, oh no, it's going to be, it's you. I'm going to survive. It always ends up okay. And using and listening to your body, because I think your body tells the truth a lot. And so
a lot. It's really interesting you share that, because something that we've been exploring, and this is off improv, but also in improv, is spaces where your body sort of closes off or is a little, you don't know why you want to leave that place, but your body is just cannot sit still. It's just to move away. And you're like, your brain is just like, shut up body, just sit. We are not in danger. Why are you thinking about it? But maybe after years or months, it makes sense. Oh, or maybe it will never make sense, but it's good to be able to listen to that.
I think, I mean, it's no more evident than watching in a long form show somebody on the side of the stage go to like edit and they rock.
Yeah.
It's like your body's telling you move. Your body's like, this is the truthful, the point to go. But you're right, your brain, and that's your body and your soul are at odds with your brain, because your brain wants to figure it out. Your brain wants to be right. It wants to make the right edit. It wants to say the right thing. So that's
say the right thing.
Always. It's
right
like
moment. It was one of the most precious things that like somebody said when I remember, I think it was Bala and Abhishek, who are also from ICB, who said and this was just, I think it was like a half an hour of us just standing, not caring about what's going on in between. But if one of the improviser's foot is forward, just go. And you don't know what you're going to do, but you just go. It's okay. You don't have to do anything. Just go.
And like you said, that's a great philosophy. Just go. Just go. And you forget very quickly, there's going to be somebody joining me. That's the rule of improv. So if I go out there, somebody is going to have my back. So I don't have to burden myself with I got to know the line to say, I got to know where the scene's going. I got all that stuff. It's like, no,
I
what
gotta
did
make
you do?
meaning, and it should be profound or extremely comedic, and people should go away feeling this change their lives, which it probably would, but who knows? Which I really enjoy about watching your 10 minutes with various improvisers is that I've seen this happening many moments, which is really beautiful. Sometimes you are improvising and you just call out, oh, you like today you did. You keep looking back. It feels like there is something. So you're just naming what is already there, and that's always there. If two improvisers are on stage, the other person is going to react. You can always call that out, which is also very reassuring that, yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah, I really learned that whole casting thing, which is calling out. It really got drilled into me with one of my teachers and mentors, Jeff Machowski and Jane Morris. And they were
Okay.
teaching like, just call out the truth. Like, oh, you look nervous, or, oh, you want to close the door, you keep looking back. Like, instead of why are you doing it, just call it out and say, and you can use that at any point in a scene. Just say like, oh, you look this, like, oh, I see you're looking down, so you must be nervous. Like, those make it so much easier. But a lot of times we're not thinking about that. We're thinking about the next thing we're going to say. And it's like, it just made it for me easier. And at this point, Lakshmi, I just want easy. I'm like, what's going to be easy in this scene? I don't know. You looking back, that seems like a great idea. I'm sure you're nervous, or I don't know what it is, but I'll just call it out. You determine if you're nervous or not. It's up to you. I don't care.
And it's so freeing for me as a co-improviser. I'm like, okay, now that's going to be the next step in the narrative. Why is this dream collector looking back? And
what a great, I mean, what a wonderful start to the scene too, where you like just laid it out. It was so easy. It was like, cool, I can, this sounds like a really great scene we're going to play. And if you can have those thoughts when you're on stage with someone, and of the thoughts of like, what a great idea, or sounds good, or I'm not quite sure what's going on now, but I'll shake my head yes and be like, oh, so you need me to fill something in, I'll fill it in. It just makes the time go by so much quicker, and it makes it so much fun for everyone.
True. I'm witness to that, an agent in that. It was so fun. So wonderful.
Where can people find you online if they want to watch some of your performances, or they just want to, keep updated with you or anything like that? Like, what's the best way?
I perform with Improv Comedy Bangalore, and you can find us as Improv Comedy Bangalore on Facebook, or ICB on Instagram. We also have a website, which is icbangalore.com. So yeah, those are the places where all our shows will be updated.
And it's great because you're doing shows online, but you're also helping raise money and awareness as well, which not a lot of improv theaters do. And I think, those causes that you're bringing awareness to are so important.
Yeah. Especially our first set of 6 shows were fundraisers for various campaigns. And this was especially at the lockdown, as the lockdown had begun. And there were a lot of like structural gaps that the governments were still figuring out. So there was PPE supplies and migrant workers needing ration kits and just basic necessities, which we raised quite a bit of fund for together with shows, which was, people were very generous too. It makes necessary to mention that people were very generous, and they really, contributed.
It's so, like, I've watched some of those shows, and they're just, it's not only is it just fun, but you all have so much fun playing with each other, and it comes through even on a phone screen or a computer screen. So I share those shows, but definitely check out their Facebook page, like it, and you can get some really great fun and content for nothing. If you want to donate, that's even better, but you're putting out some wonderful content. And like, people can also use these jams that we're having, like these improv jams, which have been happening worldwide, to meet. And pretty soon it's like, oh, I'm seeing the same people at all these different jams. And I think that's another big positive that's been coming out of this.
Meeting people. Yeah, definitely.
Lakshmi, I cannot wait to play with you again. I had not done any of these for a little bit because of everything that's been happening where I am, and so this was the
Yeah.
first one I've done in a while, and I'm so honored and thankful that you decided to join me on it. It was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been absolute privilege, and thank you for. And I hope it's okay to say thank you for always standing up for what is right. And it is difficult. It's scary. I mean, it is for me to speak up every time because it is. It is. Well, it's what is the space for an improviser and what is not is always a question. Why don't you just improvise? Why must you share your opinions about things that's going on in the world? So it's always good to look up to you and see the resources, and you speak up, and we need more of that.
Oh, thank you, and you do as well. And I follow you on Facebook, and I see you're posting a lot, even more before all of this happened. And I look at it like, well, this is part of who I am too. And if people,
Absolutely.
people aren't going to like me, and that's okay. But I have to go at the end of
Yeah.
the day saying like, this is what I believe in, and if you
Mhm.
don't believe in it, cool. But like, this is part
Yeah.
of me, and I
Yeah.
believe we can make, we can cause change, and I'm so thankful that a lot of my friends and improvisers are doing the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I resonate with that. Absolutely.
Ah, you're the best. I can't wait to do it again, my friend.
You too. Thank you. Can't wait to play again together. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you so much.